Alright YouTube, now it's my turn. Welcome to Evolve or Die. This channel focuses on solutions for the human species and for the planet. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. Considering this is the first video that this channel has posted, everybody's going to be new. So you better subscribe. But today, we are focusing on evolution, evolving. The definition of evolve is to develop gradually, especially from a simple organism to a more complex organism. Gradually infers that evolution does not stop. It is a continuous state of changing. And that continuous state of changing all depends on your environment.
Your environment
Determines how your body reacts. How your body reacts to stimuli. Your environment is your stimuli, your stimulation. It's what your ears hear, your senses see, feel, hear, taste, your environment. And based on those things, you evolve. You are continuously changing. And it's not just humans. All life has that capability. Humans came from life changing. And humans will go because life just keeps on going and changing. So can we change with it? Our environment determines our behavior. And if that's the case, I think the root of our issue is in fact our environment. And what's wrong with our environment? The environment, our planet, is changing. Okay? That's natural environment. But what about something that not a lot of people talk about? What about manufactured environment? If our evolution, if our behavior is determined by our environment, is our behavior manufactured? Because we live in a manufactured environment? I think so. It's hard to change a behavior. It's hard to see what's harmful and what's not harmful as far as behavior goes if we do not see the consequences. Some may say unfortunately. I say fortunately, we are seeing consequences now of our actions collectively. These are the symptoms of climate change. Mining and burning of fossil fuels and carbon-based minerals and items for our overconsumption has resulted in the planet getting sick. Our increase in population has a lot to do with the demand of that overconsumption. But we were only able to boom in population because of the manufactured environment to begin with. We are nothing special. We are simple life forms that have benefited from the circumstances. Food became a non-issue because of agriculture. Shelter became a non-issue because of the use of tools. Whereas these things aren't inherently bad, but they provided a manufactured environment for the human species to thrive in. The issue that we have faced now is we've outgrown that environment. We have abused that environment. Now, I'm not one of those crazy people that thinks our overpopulation is going to be the end of the planet. No, but our overpopulation could be the end of the human species. Let's put it into perspective here. Before 1804, approximately, only 1 billion humans inhabited this planet. And since 1804 to now, that population has increased 6 times to 6+ billion, nearly 7 billion people on this planet today. And all of that happened in
200 years.
In my opinion, that means that there are 6 billion plus people on this planet that have no idea how to be humans. Because 200 years is long enough to erase any little bit of instinct that we might have had. Because our parents were educated by the system, and their parents were educated by the system, and the system was created to eradicate our natural behavior. To manipulate, to train us, to behave a different way than what we naturally would do. We were told and taken away from our parents, the people who could train us how to be humans and who should be training us how to be humans, and put in a system and educated to be something completely different. Some might say a consumer, some might say an employee, military-minded person, none of which is human. Every bit of which is manufactured for the benefit of few. The few who need a military to protect their investments. The few that need employees to create their products, and the few that need consumers to keep buying the crap that they make. We must evolve today and start making choices, starting with turning off the TV, starting with pulling your kids out of school, educating them yourself. We have no idea how to build, how to forage, how to provide for ourselves outside of the system. They've got us trapped, domesticated, if you might say. If you can train a dog, you yourself could be trained. In fact, it's likely that you already have been, since the day that you were born. This is where evolution comes into it. We as humans, as individuals, have to observe the environment that we are in and make choices according. We as humans, as individuals, have to observe the environment that we are in order for us to start making changes. Government doesn't evolve. Humans evolve. We must not wait for our leaders to make decisions for us. If we see something wrong in our environment, or we see something coming down the line that is a detriment to not only our own species, but to life on the planet in general, we have to make the decisions to behave differently to keep that from happening. Every single day, you are presented with opportunities to make choices that allow you to evolve into a better version of yourself. we have gone downhill. Since agricultural revolution 10,000 years ago, we have lost 15% of our brain mass due to the fact that we have become domesticated. Our environment is manufactured for us. We are not doing it ourselves. It's as if we taught a chimpanzee to build his own cage. We keep him there. He lives there. We feed him there. He built his own environment. He did the work. But the work was commissioned by the person who owned the zoo. In the same way, we have been trained to build and thrive in our own manufactured environment. We are in a unique place that leaves us separate from who we as a species once were. Nature, the earth, our environment sets the path. And all we have to do as a species is follow it. To get off the bulldozer that's plowing down the trees and walk softly and quietly back to the path that nature has provided for us. That our environment encourages us to walk down. I say, let's evolve. Let's take stock. Take inventory. Look at our environment in the state that it is in. Let us stop fighting what nature has provided for us and utilize it in a responsible, sustainable way. Next week, I'm going to talk about how we will be able to thrive if we responsibly utilize the technology that we have created and integrate it into a system that promotes not just human life, but all life. Thanks for watching. If you like this type of content, please subscribe, please like the video. Until next time, keep evolving. Peace.